This is the history of one of the great legend called Alexander the Great. Alexander III of Macedon, known as Alexander the Great, was born in 356 BC in Pella, the capital of the Kingdom of Macedon. He was the son of King Philip II and Queen Olympias. From a young age, Alexander was taught by the philosopher Aristotle, who instilled in him a love for learning, philosophy, and the arts, as well as knowledge in science, medicine, and literature. In 336 BCE, after the assassination of his father, Alexander ascended the throne at the age of 20. Almost immediately, he secured his kingdom by quelling rebellions and reasserting Macedonian dominance over the Greek city-states, which had been part of the Corinthian League under his father. With Greece under his control, Alexander turned his sights eastward toward the Persian Empire, the largest empire in the world at the time. In 334 BCE, he launched his campaign by crossing the Hellespont into Asia Minor with an army of about 40,000 men. His first major battle was at the Granicus River, where he defeated the Persian satraps of Asia Minor. This victory opened the way for him to liberate Greek cities along the coast. In 333 BCE, Alexander faced King Darius III of Persia at the Battle of Issus. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander's superior tactics and the discipline of his troops led to a decisive victory, forcing Darius to flee. Alexander then moved south, capturing the heavily fortified island city of Tyre after a 7-month siege, and later took Gaza before entering Egypt in 332 BCE. There, he was welcomed as a liberator and declared the son of the god Ammonius. He founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a major center of learning and culture. In 331 BCE, Alexander returned to confront Darius again at the Battle of Gaugamela. This was a decisive battle of his campaign, where his forces broke the Persian army and Darius fled once more. Soon after, Alexander entered Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of Persia, which he later burned, possibly as an act of retribution for the Persian burning of Athens during the Greco-Persian Wars. After Darius was murdered by his own satrap Bessus, Alexander pursued Bessus into Central Asia, capturing him and consolidating control over the eastern provinces. He married Roxana, a Bactrian princess, as part of his strategy to unite Macedonians and Persians. Alexander then pushed further east into India. In 326 BCE, he fought the Battle of the Hydaspes River against King Porus. Despite fierce resistance and the use of war elephants, Alexander emerged victorious and, impressed by Porus's bravery, allowed him to rule as a subordinate king. His army, however, weary from years of campaigning, refused to march further into India. Reluctantly, Alexander turned back, traveling down the Indus River and then to the harsh Gadrosian Desert, where many of his men perished. In 324 BCE, Alexander returned to Babylon, planning new campaigns, including an invasion of Arabia. However, in June 323 BC, at the age of 32, he fell ill and died. The exact cause of his death remains a mystery, with theories ranging from fever to poisoning. After his death, his empire, which stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India, was divided among his generals, known as the Diadochi. Though his empire did not survive intact, Alexander's conquest spread Greek culture and ideas across 3 continents in a period known as the Hellenistic Age. Alexander the Great remains one of history's most brilliant military commanders and a symbol of ambition, leadership, and vision. Like, comment, and subscribe for more history about our past legend and what they all did.